Let's talk F-150 versus Rumblebee. Now, first, my credentials. In 2018, I bought an F-150 Gen 3 10-speed and made over 1,200 horsepower. I've also had a Hellcat Redeye that made almost 1,000 horsepower. Been there, done that. I've had both platforms. We also build these vehicles virtually every day, so I have a lot of experience with both platforms. Now, which one would I choose? Well, I'm going to get there, but let's talk about the strengths and weaknesses of both. The first thing that everybody says is that the F-150s are faster. Now, when you take a Stage 1 or a Ford Performance kit and put it on a Whipple, mind you, it's not a production truck, but you can buy it through Ford and get it warranted. That truck, just quick searching, if it's a regular cab, four-wheel drive, I've seen 1120s at 123 miles per hour. That is faster than Ford is claiming for the Rumblebee, which is an extended cab truck, talking about an 1160 at 114 or 16 miles per hour. So the F-150 is faster. Just get that out of the way. Now, that's a regular cab versus a crew cab or extended cab. When you talk about the extra capacity F-150s, they're about the same if the Dodge doesn't have an advantage, right? So if you have a crew cab or extended cab truck, or you have to have one of those, this becomes a much bigger conversation, right? Now, undoubtedly, the F-150 is a cheaper platform. You can get into, say, a crew cab truck for $50,000, $60,000, depending on options, and then put the Whipple on it for around $13,000. I think is what Lucas paid for his kit through Ford. And boom, you've got 700 horsepower. However, this is where things start to get dicey. The Ford is undoubtedly lighter, and if you want to go extreme and modify it with a sleeve block, and you want to do like a Turbo 400, it's lighter. You can't get away from that. It's a smaller, lighter truck. It's going to be faster. That's just how that's going to work. But if you're talking about a truck for daily use or weekend toy that you don't want to have to worry about, this whole conversation turns on its head. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm taking the Dodge. Why? Well, after having both, I can tell you, number one, that Hellcat engine is way stronger than that Coyote engine. I don't care how many guys you know that have made over 1,000 horse with a Coyote. I know it's possible. But I'm going to tell you, it's safer to do on the Hemi. It's going to take it way better than that F-150 is going to take it. Smaller rods, the pistons aren't designed for boost. Dodge has continually upgraded the Hellcat design. Those pistons and rods are way stronger. First and foremost, you also have an iron block that can just take more abuse. That's also part of why it weighs more. The next thing, the transmission. Tell me you haven't heard of the 10-speed problems. That 8 HP in that Ram, never thought I'd talk about a Ram having a good transmission. I would take it any day over the 10-speed. I rebuilt the 10-speed in my F-150 4 times. And yeah, it's like, yeah, we can make these upgrades and it'll last a little bit longer next time. But the more power you make, the more this is going to skew in the 8 HP's favor. It just is. Now, the last thing, the blower. The Whipple is a better blower than the 2.3 as far as power production. Asterisk. That asterisk is reliability. When you start leaning on a Whipple and you start pushing 4 figures, you're rolling the dice on reliability, and Whipple has made strides in reliability. We are a Whipple dealer. We build things with Whipples fairly often. I'm going to tell you, we've had to warranty them. We've had customers have to warranty them. There is a point where they start to become problematic. That Hellcat blower, if it's based on the 2.4, you're not going to have a problem. Okay, you're going to be able to put some race bearings in it, send it to Kong, race bearings, upgrade port, boom, send it, make 1,000 plus with the Hellcat blower reliably. So if you want something reliable to make around 4 digits on, it's gonna be the Rumblebee. If you want something to go just as fast as possible, it's gonna be the F-150. Choose wisely, but I'm telling you right now, if they offer a regular cab, I'm gonna end up with one. I'm gonna end up with one, especially if it's one of these Demon 170, you know, fan fiction trucks that I've seen floating around. I'm buying one of those. Okay, I have no interest in buying another F-150. I'm buying one of